Hey guys, it's Di, and I thought I would share our packing process with you guys. Now, these are actually quite hard videos to film, and I'm probably going to be doing this over a number of days, and I don't know whether it's going to end up in one video or multiple videos, but if I ended up changing clothing in the middle of the video, you know it's because it's a different day. And I've tried doing these in the past and I've never actually ended up posting them. It's just kind of an odd video because you get busy packing and you may forget parts of it, or it just seems so simple, for lack of a better term, like it's just tossing everything in the suitcase. But I get that people are interested in, you know, like that sneak peek of how other people do things. So I figured, since I'm doing a whole travel series and vacation series, it would make sense to share the packing part of it as well. So I'm going to be doing a packing video. I don't know whether it's going to end up in one video or multiple videos. We'll see. You guys will find out by the titles. And we'll also be sharing what's going to be in our carry-ons. And I think at this point that'll definitely be in a different video. So what I've started doing is started pulling everything out of the kids' rooms and my rooms and pulling it into a central location, which is my purse room. So this is kind of like one of the extra bedrooms of the house, and a bedroom that I kind of use as a utility bedroom, for lack of a better word. I do film in here and that sort of thing. I also have all my makeup set up in here. And I'm going to be using this as a central location to pull together everything that I'm going to be packing. So I'm packing my things, the girls' things, and then my husband's going to be responsible for packing his own things. And so what my plan is at this point is we'll all have a carry-on or a personal bag. So for the girls, it's going to be their backpacks. For me, it's going to be my Longchamp tote. I've also paid for an additional carry-on if we need it, and that I'm planning on putting all the girls' customs, or as many that I can fit, in a small suitcase, and that'll be our actual carry-on that we paid for additionally. And then we'll have two main check-ins, and I'm hoping to keep it to that. And those will be larger suitcases, one for my husband and then one for myself. I actually pack all of the girls' things and mine in one suitcase. So I'll be sharing that with you today. I guess I should also say, for any souvenirs and things like that that we'll be picking up down in Florida, for the large majority of them, I would like to, you know, try to bring them back with us. But we also have the option, if you guys have seen the past few videos in this series, my dad is in Florida, going to be in Florida when we're there, and he's coming up to Illinois a few weeks after we are going to be coming back. So if I run out of room, I always have the option of sending it with him, and he's going to be driving his vehicle from Florida to Illinois, so I can just stick it in his car. So I'm not terribly worried about like bringing extra space or anything like that for souvenirs, because I'm just going to fit in what I can, and anything that doesn't fit, I can probably bob my eyelashes at my dad and stick it in his car. So anyhow, let's get to the packing, because this is probably already like 3 minutes long. So you guys have seen in the other videos, I've started pulling the stuff that I want to bring out over here. I'm going to start getting all the things that I know I'm not going to need here at the house, like shorts and extra pajamas and things like that, pulled in here to the room with my things. And then things like unmentionables and jeans and things like that that I may be using right before we leave, and then washing and putting into my suitcase, I'll pack last. For the girls, I have this pile of customs, which I'm going to start taking off the hangers and start putting these in the small suitcase. Basically, just going to try to fill that up with customs and maybe one emergency outfit for myself. And then at what point it becomes full, then I'll start putting all the additional items into our larger suitcase that is for myself and the girls. And I will say that we'll be there about a week. So I'm bringing about a week's worth of stuff just to give you guys an idea, and my plan is to fit all of the things for myself and the two girls in one small suitcase and one medium-sized suitcase. So I believe I showed this in a video where we were moving to this house, but I keep all of these suitcases nested. I actually have one larger size than this one, and I just keep them nested in inside of each other for storage. So I'm planning on using my larger, it's just like 9 West leopard suitcase, and then a smaller one, and then I've got to get all these additional like extra bags and things like that that I keep stored inside. I've got to get those out of the inside. And I don't spend a lot on luggage. You know, everyone says to invest in luggage, but I really hate the idea of like people throwing my stuff on the plane and then it just getting all messed up. So I don't know, this is something I've not been interested in up to this point, but we'll see for the future. So this is just basically all old dance bags and stuff like that. I've got to get these out of here. And I do not profess to have any sort of like super duper folding technique or anything. This is just how I do things, so I'm just sharing here. But I'm starting to lay out all of the outfits, and what I'm doing is grouping the outfits by what outfits the girls are going to be wearing together, or what my plan is. So like these two are matching, so I've laid those together. The princess matching outfit day, I'll lay those together. And I just fold the skirts a specific way. I basically just fold them how I would fold like a round tablecloth, just on itself and then on itself again, and then try to lay them flat, because supposedly when you fold round tablecloths that way they don't wrinkle. So that's just how I've been folding the skirts. And with the applique shirts, I try to fold it in on itself, so that way the appliques aren't folded. I don't think it'll necessarily ruin them or anything if they are folded, but I just try to fold the shirt around itself, so that way the appliques are on top, and it also makes it easier so I can see what outfit it is. So the Rapunzel outfits will go in this pile, the princess ones will go here. These are the swim cover-ups, and they have a matching outfit here, and so I'll just get everything grouped that matches together. And to fold inward on the applique, I'm just basically folding the t-shirt how you normally would fold shirts, down the sides, and then folding it in on itself here, and then just trying to make it to where the applique is on the front. And then that kind of goes in one nice neat little pile. Obviously Bella's skirts are a lot bigger than Natalie's. Alright, so these are all the customs that the girls picked out. I'm going to start loading these up in the small suitcase, and hopefully they all fit. Okay, so this is everything folded in the smaller suitcase of the two, and I have tons of room on the top. So what I'm going to be putting on the top are a couple pieces of regular quote-unquote clothing for the girls, one emergency outfit for myself, and then some unmentionables for Bella, you know, just extra changes of undies and that sort of things. Up here I have their flip-flops to go to the beach, and they're going to be wearing their sneakers. And I actually just have them wear sneakers with their customs. I know that some people buy different custom shoes to go with all the customs, but what we'll be doing is we'll just have them wear their regular shoes around the park. And then this is the little Sistema box that I got at the Container Store that has all of their bows loaded up in it, and I pretty much just put all of the Sweetest Thing boutique bows on top, and then on the bottom I put all of our bottle cap bows because they're a little bit flatter, and this is really handy to put the bows in. That's good to go. So also to the small suitcase, I'm going to be adding the swim cover-ups. One of them's appliqued, one of them's not. They're not technically customs, but I'm going to also be putting in the girls' swimsuits in this one as well. And I'm going to be packing them down inside our wet bag. This is a wet bag that I got at the Container Store a long time ago, actually, just to use it for swim class. But they actually still have it. I saw it when I was there the other day. And these are great because it's lined, and you can, like the name suggests, put your wet items in there, and it doesn't get everything else in the bag wet. So it's really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and put our dry swimsuits in here just so I know that all the swimsuits are in here together, and that just keeps them packed nicely. For Bella, I'm bringing these two swimsuits. This is actually a size 5, I think. I always kind of size up on swimsuits because they always seem to kind of run small. Yeah, this is a size 5 from a recent line, and it is new, so this will be the first time she's used it. And then this is just a little one that I got used, and it's got the little flowers on there and a little bottom. We're going to be going over to the beach, and there's a pool where we're staying, so I want the girls to have a couple different options depending on where we're going. Alright, and all the swimsuits will go nicely right there. So I actually still have quite a bit of room left over, and I just pulled out these regular clothing items from Bella's room. I need to pull some additional shorts and then regular clothing out of Natalie's room as well. So this is where I'm going to leave it for today. So you may either see part 2 in a separate video if this video isn't during here, or we may finish the second suitcase tomorrow. But that is the start of packing today. Alright, so packing part 2. As promised, I'm in a different outfit and today is a different day. So I basically spent the day between the last time I filmed and today gathering up more items, and I now have everything that I need to put in the suitcases here in the room. So the extra clothing for the girls, all of my clothing, and luckily, since it's basically a different season in the Chicagoland area, this is nothing that we're going to be using, so I can go ahead and get this all packed. I'm going to be showing our carry-ons in a different video because that's really the last minute stuff, and I also have all of my like toiletry bags in here, but I'm not going to be filling those up obviously until like the morning that we're leaving, so I might show those with like my carry-on, but I thought I'd show you what I have to show you how it's going to fit in the stuff. Anyhow, here's what I have added since the last time that I saw you guys. So I have these 2 little bags just in Ziplocs. These are going to be the girls' emergency clothing. I just need to add a shirt in both of these, and there'll be some diapers in here for Natalie. These will actually go in their carry-ons. Just got an full change of clothes for both girls in those, and I'll have some diapers in there for Natalie, so I'm going to set them over to the side. I picked up a package of diapers at Target, and I'm also going to see if my dad will pick up a small pack, but this will probably honestly last us quite some time. I mean, Natalie doesn't go through that many. The swim bag is packed. This has the girls' swimsuits, my swimsuit, and, well, they each have 2 in there, so that's done. This is the, I think it's the half packet cube, and this has my socks and my underoos in it, and so that's going to go in our carry-on, and our carry-on is pretty much done. So this is the suitcase that I already reserved for going on the plane with us. Then this is our little book that has all of our information in it. I'm going to put that in my carry-on bag. So then that leaves everything over here to the side. My set of clothing is here. That's my pajamas, shorts, shirts, and pretty much any clothing I'm going to need on the trip. Then I have Isabella's clothing here and Natalie's clothing here. I've got both girls' pajamas here in this Eagle Creek bag that worked really well. I just have Natalie's on this side and Isabella's on here. I've got all the socks and things in here, and I actually, because socks are the #1 problem, obviously both girls are not in underwear, so I don't have to worry about that, but I've actually put them in separate Ziploc bags and labeled them who's who because their socks look quite the same. And Natalie is in a size 7 and Isabella's in a size 10, so there is a bit of shoe size difference, but their socks are darn near the same size. So I just have it labeled with their names on there, Isabella's socks and Natalie's, and I will have to go ahead and put you know, their dirty socks back in the bags that are labeled. So here's Natalie's in this one, and Isabella's things are in here. So those are going to be all the packing cube things. It's basically all their small stuff. I also have this starter set. Now I'm actually looking for the other one. We have 2 of these that my dad sent up to the girls, and I could only find 1 of them. But I think Natalie's probably a little bit too young for pin trading anyways, so it probably is not that big of a deal if I can't find the other one. But this is the lanyard for pin trading. I also have some extra pins I can stick on there for her. This is a sweatshirt that my dad brought up to her last time, so I figured I'd throw that one in there. And then I have a couple other Disney Park shirts that I don't know if I'm going to bring, but I think at least I'll bring that one. And then all of my toiletry bags are right here. This is a Sigma It bag. This is what I use for all of my hair supplies. I won't load this up until the morning that we're leaving because obviously I have to use everything, but I wanted to show you how nicely, this is my GHD straightener. That's how nicely everything fits down inside there. This trip I'm going to be using this Vera Bradley Tutti Frutti clear case for my makeup. My makeup always goes in my carry-on. 100% I always carry my makeup with me just because I don't want to be without it. I have this Vera Bradley tech case, but I'm actually going to be bringing another one. This one I might actually use for technology stuff. The other one I'm going to be using as a grab-and-go wallet. I've got this that I'm going to use for little odds and ends, and then this is just my shoe bags. So some of these will just get loaded up before we leave. So I'm going to put all of these items in our suitcase, and I'll have all of my things and both girls' things in basically 1 medium-sized suitcase and 1 small carry-on suitcase. So I think that'll be plenty of shoes for everyone. The girls will have flip-flops, Crocs, and the tennis shoes they'll be wearing in the airport, and I'll have tennis shoes, a pair of flats, and then flip-flops as well. For myself, I am bringing a set of pajamas and then a couple extra pairs of lounge pants. These can double as workout pants or lounge pants, but to be quite honest, I'm not going to have time to work out while we're there. I have a pair of dark jeans, and I also will load in an extra pair of jeans right before we leave because I'll wash a load of clothing right before we leave. I have 3 sets of shorts that I can go ahead and pack. I've got a pair of lounge pants, which is this right here. I have a pair of black, just regular like lounge shorts that could go over a swimsuit. There's a little blue tank top, and then this is a cardigan that's just nice and neutral that can go over a lot of stuff. This is a blue shirt, and I'm planning on wearing this probably on the plane on the way back. It's just got a nice like ruching around the top. I'll probably wear that on the way back with the cardigan. There's a couple of these tank tops. I'll also load in a couple of those when I load my jeans in, and then I'm going to fold up a couple extra shirts, and that would be the majority of my clothing that I'll have in here. And the girls' clothes are so tiny, they take up a lot less space. I mean, granted, they do have a good amount of clothes in this thing, but these are all of Isabella's clothing here in this pile and this small pile here. And then this is the sweatshirt for Isabella down here. These are all of the regular clothing items for Natalie. And then I just have the packet cubes, which I'm going to put down in here. So those two will be in here, and I'll just put their pajamas on top. And I've got a little bit of extra room in here that I can put my extra pair of jeans and just a few last minute things here that I will put in basically the day that we are leaving. And this is my kind of like toiletry bag that'll have all my hair things and all of that in there. So I will put that in this carry-on bag, and that will be everything in this bag, and that'll zip up nicely. And then this is my makeup, and I'm honestly probably going to try to put this in my Longchamp tote in my personal bag, my personal carry-on. And I've got all of my bags and things laid out up here. I'm trying to decide between these 3 outfits to wear on the plane. Either a short sleeve outfit with this scarf, a sweater with jeans, or a button down. I think I've almost rolled out the button downs because I don't know if they're going to be that comfortable. For my carry-on, and I'll show this all packed up when I do the carry-on video, but I bought this cute little Vera Bradley Tutti Frutti tech case, and it actually zips up. And I have not decided, I have another one of these, which is down in there, I showed a minute ago, and I think that I'm going to use one of them for my like actual camera and everything, but I may actually use the other for like a grab and go wallet, or I may just combine everything into one. I still haven't quite decided. The only real downside to the purse that I'm bringing, which is the Rebecca Minkoff Morning After Clutch mini size, is that there's no zippered pocket on the interior. So normally I probably would have used that zippered pocket to keep all of my like essentials safe, and then I would have just stuck the rest of the stuff down in there. But since there's no zippered pocket, I'm going to try to kind of work around that, I guess. But anyhow, so this is my stuff, and I will show you all of that in the carry-on video. So we are officially, except for last minute things, we are officially packed for Florida. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching us pack over the past few days, and it has been a process to film it and everything, but we have finally got to pack suitcases. So right before we leave, I will share our carry-ons, and in case you're wondering, I'm leaving this packed for a bit before we're leaving, but we have access to like a steamer and my dad's washer and dryer obviously down there, so hopefully everything should be fine, but we can fluff things in the dryer if we need to when we get down there. So that is everything ready to go to Walt Disney World. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.